What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, aka SaefongOutdoors. Today we're back on a kayak. We're launching out a Big Break Marina today. It should be a good day. I know it's been a while, so I'm happy to be back out here. I missed you guys. Hope you guys missed some of my videos too. I'm gonna be out here fishing for a striper, fish for some largemouth. Really just trying to get into the groove of things, getting used to my kayak setup. Over the past 2 months or so, I made a couple upgrades to the kayak. I got the swivel seat, the native swivel seat, so I'm gonna be getting used to that a little bit more, as well as some steering upgrades here. I changed the handle out and upgraded the rudder system. So anybody that has a native, kayak, you guys probably know what I'm talking about at the Burley Pro rudder system and handle. And I also got brand new Corrado 300 that I want to put to use. I got that specifically for throwing A-rigs and some big swim baits, glide baits. Oh, and also can't forget, I also added one of these little packs to the kayak. That's really just for plastics. That way I don't have too much stuff inside my black pack. I could just reach there for some quick little swim baits or Senkos or anything like that. And I could leave this a little bit more free, because a lot of times the plastics that I have in this bag, they come up to the top and they kind of just clutter the top of here, and I can't reach into these boxes. So got all those little cool things, as well as this little bag here for little extra camera gear, accessories. And yeah, man, so I just want to get used to all these little new tools and gadgets before the tournament season comes up. Speaking of that, I will be fishing a lot of tournaments this year. I'll be fishing the Bass Angler Magazine kayak trail, as well as the Yakabass trail. I'll be missing a couple events from the Yakabass for sure. I know I'm only missing one event for the Bass Angler Magazine kayak trail, but if any of you guys are fishing any of those tournament trails, feel free to hit me up. I'll be more than happy to link up with you guys, talk to you guys. You know, to just be able to meet you guys out there would be dope. And that's pretty much it. So I'm just gonna go out there and see if we could hook set into a couple things, whether it's striper, largemouth, doesn't really matter. Just kind of want to go out there and get some juices flowing, you know, for a tournament next weekend. So hopefully you stick around and hopefully enjoy the video. Man, it feels good to be back. It just hit low tide right now, so we'll be fishing at incoming tide the rest of the day, which is nice. I feel like stripers bite more on incoming tide, and I'm not too sure how that's going to affect the largemouth, but hopefully it turns on a bite for us. I know the water is going to be a little colder than usual. We've been getting lower temperatures lately, past couple of days, mixed in with some big winds, so I don't know how that's going to affect the fish. Kind of wish I brought a spinnerbait, but I think a chatterbait would be all right. Striper? Fish. Right in front of me. Is that an otter? Beaver? Baby, on the A-rig, striper. Maybe they're right here. I'll just toss them around a little bit. There you go. Got one. Yeah, just pitched it right in front of me. Ate it. Maybe they're in the area. Baby, A-rig, little small striper. Lucky to even be able to catch one though. Been staying in this little area all day and just been tossing a bunch of baits, but I'm glad the A-rig is able to get it done. There you go. Corrado 300, this A-rig, felt pretty good. The last reel I had was way too fast for the A-rig. I just didn't, it was the big Daiwa Lexa handle. I just didn't like how fast I had to, how fast it would retrieve this lure in. Didn't give enough time to just swim, you know? Especially with swim baits too. You definitely couldn't throw swim baits in that thing. Otherwise you're gonna be like burning it at the top. Go, got some fish slime on the boat. No, it's not likely, but we are still fishing the California Delta, so flipping a little crawfish style bait up against some structure and grass, no matter what time of year. It's not a horrible option. Might still be able to pluck one or two off. There you go, let's go, baby. Yeah, let's go. Got a largie on the boat, baby. Like I said, flipping a little crawfish jig at the California Delta, it's never a bad idea. A short little guy. This is so unnecessary, but I'm just gonna get into the swing of things. That would have been our first one. 12 and a half right there. 12 and a half. Short little chunky guy. Thank you, man. Let's go. There you go. Got one on an underspin finally. Feel like a decent one. Yep, that's a decent one. Keeper for sure. Oh yeah. Not bad. Yes, sir. Got one. It's like a little 14-incher. I knew that was gonna bite the underspin. Man, if I had a spinnerbait, I feel like I would be killing it right now. Oh, there's wind kicking up. Let's go, little guy. See if we catch a couple more. All right, guys. This is gonna be it for the video, guys. We're back now. I had a great day out there. You know, it wasn't too crazy, it wasn't too fire, but the weather is actually still really cold, really windy, so the conditions weren't ideal. They weren't great. But we made the most of it. Still ended up with, I believe, 3 fish for the day. Yeah, 1 Alabama rig, one pitching a creature style bait, and 1 on the underspin. And I also missed a bunch of bites at the end that I was trying to catch, but it didn't work, which is pretty cool. You know, got to put the Corrado 300 to use. Brand new reel, pitched the Alabama rig about 5 feet in front of me and ended up catching a striper, so that was pretty cool. And then caught one flipping a little creature bait. You know, like I said, when I caught it, any time of year at the Delta, if you're flipping a little crawfish style bait, you can't go wrong with that. You're bound to get bit at some point if you're just gonna keep on flipping a creature bait. There's just so many crawfish in Delta that the fish are so used to it that it's just a great year-round bait here. And then the underspin, I was throwing it on my spinning rod, but I kind of didn't like the action of it. So for the tournaments going forward, I'm actually gonna switch it over to one of my bait casting rods with a little more give. So when the fish bite the underspin, I have a little bit more bend in the rod and I can kind of let it load up. I don't want to put too much tension on that little thin hook. I can also cast it a lot easier with the the bait caster. So those are the couple things that I figured out today. Overall, really happy with the rig. You know, it's come a long way. A lot of adjustments, a lot of upgrades on this kayak. Kind of just slowly happened, you know. I didn't buy everything all at once, kind of just slowly added, you know, everything kind of just came into place piece by piece, you know, very slowly. But yeah, you know, it was nice to be able to get out here and hook set a few. It's nice to be able to make a video for you guys. Hopefully you guys stay tuned. Got a lot of tournaments coming up, a lot more fishing, a lot more videos gonna come out soon. So thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I'll catch you next time.